Good evening, family. Welcome again to another night of celebration. The city celebrates 8 years. Make some noise. Go crazy in the chats. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yes, give it up for this amazing ministry that we get to be a part of. And I'm excited about tonight. I have another group of amazing individuals that are going to come in and join us and just share the impact that the ministry has had on them. And I'm excited about tonight. I hope you are. I hope you have been enjoying these intimate conversations. And let's just get ready to have some fun. All right, family. So tonight I have another group of amazing individuals, and it's going to be fun. I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves.
I am Cclg Reese.
And I am Justin Reese. We're the Reeses.
We're the Reeses.
Hey, Reeses.
I serve in the facilities, and I also work on the grounds and security.
And I serve on the media team.
Whoop, whoop. And I'm LaShondon Perkins, and I serve on the spiritual leads team.
Yes. Awesome. Yes. Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all for everything that you do. All right, so let's jump right in. So let's go ahead and kick things off with this question here. So growing up, all right, can you give us your church pedigree? Did you have a church pedigree? Okay, let us know. Tell us your story.
For me, I definitely grew up in the church. My grandma was a preacher. My aunts were preachers. My uncle was a preacher. So my sister and I would spend weekends with my grandma, and she was a heavy enforcer of, as for me and my house, we would serve the Lord. Oh, yes. So Sunday school, Sunday service, afternoon service, we were in church every Sunday.
You got a word in your mouth, huh? Come on.
I went to church every Sunday. Definitely, Helen Reese definitely made sure we were there. I had to sing in the choir, had to be a youth deacon, so the grass on the church had to be cut on a regular basis. We were there day in and day out because Helen Reese was there.
Okay. Nice.
Yes, church. From my grandmother, from my aunts, my uncles in church all my life. I served on the youth ministry and the choir, praise team, church morning, afternoon. We lived in the church, literally.
Wow. Look, I think we all are church babies, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, y'all know my story. Yes. Through and through. Yes. So that's pretty dope. But even again, I'm pretty sure we can all attest that even as we have grown, our lens and our perspective on the church has definitely changed with our different experiences. I'm pretty sure we can all share some stories and some stories on the church and the things that we have seen. But that's why I'm pretty sure we all can say that we are appreciative that we are a part of a ministry like CCOG that can keep it fresh for us, keep us growing and learning. So speaking of that, how did you get introduced to CCOG? What brought you to the city? Welcome to the city.
I know for me, I remember seeing the commercial that, CCOG was coming to Goldsboro, and it was just like
commercial.
So it was PT and Lady J, I want to say, in the commercial, but it was just when I saw it, I was like, wow, this looks like this is going to be something different, like a good different.
Yeah.
At the time, I was at another ministry, but I always kind of kept my eye on CCOG. And I remember I used to stop in when you guys were at Goldsboro High School. And I love the love that was shown every time you came, and the atmosphere of worship. It was just always like everybody just hugging, still today. Well, not COVID, but everybody just loving on you, embracing you, and just, they don't care if you were a member there or not. It was all love all the time. And that's what I really remember about CCOG.
Exactly. If you don't get nothing else at CCOG, you're going to get a hug, okay?
Right on front. I got introduced to CCOG because I remember when James was sending out messages on Facebook. And I was like, it seemed like an interesting place. And like she said, I always kept my eye on CCOG, and every now and then I'll kind of pop in. Luckily, I have family that's actually there, so I would go with them sometimes. I'm like, oh, that's pretty dope. And then we finally got the opportunity to actually join in 2020.
Yeah.
Fire ever since.
Fire emojis. Yes, I love it.
For me, I too had saw when City Church first launched, and I'm one of those individuals that when I see something that interests me, and see, growing up, one of the churches that I attended when I was young was the Tabernacle of Prayer. Okay. And so my family already knew or kind of fellowship with Pastor Terry's family. And so when I saw, and although I was already attending another church, that 5 p.m. service.
Yes. Come on, live at 5.
So the first day I was at Goldsboro High School, I was in there.
Yes.
And there I just had to see. And then from then I started dating. So I would, and then it was one of the members, I got an inbox to join to be a partner. And so it was always that fellowship and always that hands-on that drew me. And then when I finally left my previous ministry, I was and I won't date no more.
Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's awesome just to hear how you all got connected, and how both of you kind of, again, watched from afar, and was just, really drawn in by the, the love, and just, everything that CCOG had to offer. And we're so glad that you guys are with us. I love y'all. I love the Reeses, and I love me some Miss Perkins. Okay. So as you guys have settled in ministry, and, just over the years, I know, Justin and Sakithia, you guys mentioned you joined, in 2020. How has CCOG impacted you and your family, since being a part?
For me, CCOG, it's shown me a different aspect of family within the church community. Yes. With CCOG, I've gained sisters and brothers, and it's not just a Sunday thing. Like Lady J hits you up during the week just to see how you're doing. And of course, me and my sisters are laughing and cracking up on Facebook about something. Twilight, Kayla. But I mean, it's just a beautiful community, which is, it feels like, it feels like a village, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's a beautiful village that has truly impacted me. And, a lot of areas of our life, new areas of our life have really unfolded since we've been at CCOG. We're homeowners now. CCOG has something to do with it. Thanks, James. But it's just, I love the family. And it's like the more our life unfolds, I look forward to, us building a family at CCOG. And it's family, and I love it.
Lord, don't give me all teary and stuff.
It's the valuable family you guys get, man. And you feel connected. Yes. It feels like we know we can communicate with our family. We can be honest. We can be open. We can be transparent. Gotta be hard here.
Okay, culture code.
It's really awesome to say that we have a family that will look out for you. As Keith said, you get text messages throughout the week, and it's not, hey, I need you to go do something. It's legitimately asking about your well-being. I love my church, man.
Love it.
I love it. That's strong.
I can say for me, and the impact that it has made not only on myself and my family, meeting people where they are. You have a lot of individuals from diverse backgrounds that attend the City Church, and it is not although it's not the traditional church, it's a church of love, and it's a church of God. What I mean, the foundation of Bible principles. Never making individuals feel that they are less than, always making people feel like they're a part. And not only that, when I initially came, I sat down for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I was an attender. I attended church. But I was not part of any type of ministry as far as within the church. And one thing that I can say is they will push you beyond your limits. Not that, I mean, I've served in preaching, ministering. I've served on the intercessory prayer team. There's different things, but a lot of times different aspects of church burn you out. Mm-hmm. And so what I did, I was so complacent and I just sat. But the push and the continuing to, motivate and encourage, and some of those messages come through, that you be like, ouch, because it's talking to you. It's talking to you. And that is the second thing. And the third thing is to see my children's growth. My daughter and my son-in-law, who plays on the piano, organ, to see their growth, to see my granddaughter. She's 3 years old, but when I tell you those times when she's home mimicking Pastor Terry, microphone, and because she loves the City Church, the City Church microphone, and she would mimic, and so the love even for her being a babe.
Right.
Just the other day, she was looking at TikTok, and she just knew that she saw Lady J. And my daughter kept saying, "That's not Lady J," and it is Lady J. And so you just be like, okay, Wiz. But the components, the love, the push you beyond potential and meeting people where they are, that not only I know has impacted me, but others, and that's what draws people to the city.
Yes, for sure. I love it. I absolutely love it. And even just hearing you guys talk, y'all were pulling on my heartstrings a little bit. But it really is a family affair. It's a family affair. Like you really only can get left behind unless you want to, because there's no way you're going to get left behind. We're not going to allow you to get left behind. And it's a family affair, just a community. And that's what it's all about. Like, we're here for each other. We're doing life together. We're being honest. We're being transparent. We're being open with one another. But most importantly, we're pushing each other to not stay where we are. But in every aspect of our lives, even with this financial fast, I mean, literally everything, as it relates to the whole person.
I need a snack.
Yes. So I love it. I love just hearing you guys' stories. I loved hearing how CCOG has impacted you guys. Everything you guys said was spot on. And I know we've probably kind of heard it each night, everybody talk about that relationship piece and how we do life together. So I absolutely love it. All right, family. Can we have a little fun really quickly? All right. Let's jump into these rapid fire questions. I'm finna shoot some fire at you real quick in no particular order. So stay ready. So, All righty. What is your favorite PT message /series? Got what you got?
I think it was Easter Sunday when PT was don't quit, finish.
Ooh!
I go back to that one. I went back. That was the day. Wow. I needed to hear that because that message was insane.
It was. I remember it when it happened.
I know. I was like, PT, can you put that on iTunes? Like,
we need it.
I think for me, it would probably be on the money for one, because currently I'm fighting through that situation because it's exposing me to me.
Yeah.
But I would also say probably Stuck in the Mud.
Mhm.
Got stuck in the mud. Woo.
Trying to tell you.
Yeah, I think it messed us all up.
For me, including the two that you guys that you just named, I would say the series he did on Your Peace Matters.
Yes. Definitely.
That whole series was awesome. It really was.
I love it. I love it. All right, next we got your favorite PT quotes or saying.
I like take your time and hurry up.
Uh-huh.
But I think one time during the message, he said something just ain't right. I was like, okay, PT. But no, it's really that take your time and hurry up. I think I've adapted that so much. My coworkers have heard that too. All right, now take your time and hurry up.
my fifth graders. Hurry up, please.
I think mine would have to be putting them cookies on the bottom shelf so everybody can eat. You got to break it down because sometimes you ain't gonna get it if you give it to them up here. You bring it up, come here, take one. It's for you.
Oh my God, yes. I think that one just resonates with so many different people. Like for real, I had my coworker. She used that one time, in a parent conference. She was like, okay, I had to, put the cookies on the bottom shelf so that baby can understand where Oh yeah, that's a hitter right there. For real.
I have actually too. When he says let him parenthetically insert and giving us the Terry Jones version.
Gotta paraphrase it.
He had to paraphrase it.
ETV version.
Yes. All right, next we got your favorite CCO or not CCOG, Sound of the City song. Your favorite Sound of the City song.
What's the one you lead where it was like all other names fade away?
It is Why Does the Sky? That's the name of it. Yep. Why Does the Sky?
I love the way Sound of the City really sings that. So I could be holding a gimbal and just be crying my eyes off, but that's neither here nor there.
I have a similar problem because whenever you guys sing He Provides, I got to go find somewhere. I'm like, all right, darkest spot in the room. Let's see. I kind of go ahead and line everybody up in security like,
done. Especially when all I have needed. Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
All worship songs that are, because I love to worship, but that Do It Again hits every time.
Woo, okay. I love it. All right. So next question for you guys. What has been or who has been your favorite CCOG guest speaker?
Whoop.
Does Lady J count?
Come on, man.
It's like I Bishop Brown. I love Bishop Brown and the way he. What was the analogy he gave about the butterfly being in the cocoon?
Ooh,
interrupt you.
Mess me up.
I mean, but if we talking about guest speaker from home base, Lady J.
Lady J, hands down.
Lady J.
Oh, Lady J.
Easy cooking.
List for me, hands down, is Bishop Brown.
Yeah.
Listen, he has my voice every time.
Right, for sure.
He has it.
Justin, did you have one? Did you?
I would have to agree with Key. It's going to be
right, okay.
Lady J, number one, Bishop Brown.
I got you. Definitely. All right, and so we're gonna close it out with, what is your favorite CCOG moments? And I know there's so many, but as you just reflect over the years that you've been connected, what has been your favorite CCOG moment?
For me, my favorite CCOG moment was this past summer with the baptismals. I feel like it was so special and so beautiful, and it's like to be right there as a family, pretty much just seeing that occur. And, you know, it was so beautiful to me. So I just thought that was the most memorable and most special for me.
I love it.
For me, I would have to say L3. If you see what the backstage looks like for setting up church, it's crazy. Woo! Pandemonium somehow makes the most beautiful thing at the last minute, just magic. Yes. But to see what happens at L3, the level of teamwork, the level of camaraderie, I had never seen it before. Now it was inspiring just to be a part of it.
And that was your first one, right?
Yes.
I love it. Yeah, L3, it has that like wow factor that it just like rejuvenates and just lights everybody on fire all across the board. No matter what's going on that year, it's like when L3 hit, it's like, let's go.
And a couple of people kept saying, like, yo, wait till you get to see how this thing happens. So by the end of it, I was like,
yeah, L3 is like that. What I can say is we wouldn't be the City Church if we didn't impact the community. Anybody that knows me knows that I am an advocate for the community. I love the community. I work in the community. And one thing that I can say, when the pandemic first started in 2020, the schools were 50-50. 50% of the students were virtual and 50% were at home. I mean, not at home, but they were in face-to-face.
Right.
During spring break, the City Church collaborated with Chick-fil-A. Yes. And I had the pleasure of volunteering at one of the school sites because they weren't giving out food. If any of you know, during this pandemic, a lot of food assistance has been given because, believe it or not, a lot of individuals don't have the ability or the accessibility to get food. And that was a lot of the problem. And what happened, the school system stopped serving during spring break. But the City Church collaborated with Chick-fil-A, and we were able to, a lot of us volunteered to give out food during spring break at one of the schools. And the next thing is that same year of 2020, Pastor Terry wanted so diligently to bless some families within the city limits with Christmas blessings. Yep. And so 10 families were selected. I had the pleasure of going to interview, find the need, and it was a team of individuals who went out, took those lists, they went out shopping, got the families, and they blessed those families during a pandemic. You know, church, I believe strongly, is beyond the four walls. It's impacting the city. And that's why,
yes, ma'am,
our church being named the City Church is not only the basis of the church body, but it's making an impact within the city that we reside in. And so those are the moments, and I have a whole lot more, but those moments are what draw people to. Those moments are when you hear the church, the City Church, people are talking, not just about, I can get a certain tangible thing, but the love that is bestowed and shown outside of the church walls.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. I love it. Absolutely love it. That was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed. You all that are watching, I hope you enjoyed this conversation just as much as I love being here with these amazing people. Again, Miss LaShonda Perkins, the Reeses. You guys are amazing. We love you. We love hearing your stories. We love everything that you do for the city, and we love just the impact. Again, like Miss LaShonda reminded us, PT always tells us your piece matters, and you guys' piece definitely matters. in this season. And I'm just so excited about what's to come. City celebrates 8, y'all. 8 is it? Yeah, so right now, just go crazy in the comments. Give it up for, first and foremost, our leaders, Pastor Terry and Lady Juliet. We have some of the best leaders on this side of heaven, y'all. There is nobody like PT and Lady J. They are truly, truly special. And we just want to take this opportunity just to love on them because they deserve it and so much more. We thank you for accepting the call. We thank you for saying yes. We thank you for sticking it out when it was hard, when it was tough, when you had every reason to throw in the towel. We thank you for your obedience because it's because of your obedience and your yes that we are who we are today, and our families are being impacted and growing to the next level. So again, give it up for City Church. Man, we are 8, y'all. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. And I can't wait to see how God continues to just expand our ministry and allow his favor to rest upon us. So, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, City Church partners and friends, we love y'all so much. And we pray God's blessings over you until we meet again. I love you guys.
Love you.
Love you.